Hi, Jody. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
Happy New Year. I'm well. How are you
Good,
doing?
good. I'm just here to support you. Anything you need, I can go away, whatever you want.
No, I'm happy you're here. Thank
So,
you for being here.
no, you're welcome.
I like your background.
It was the last place Maria and I went right before they shut everything down.
Wow. So back in February, March, huh?
Yeah. It was the end of February. Yeah, we were on at the Hilton Waikoloa. Since there's so many events we used to do there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Welcome, Jillian. And Jody, I'll rename it so it's easier for everybody to know who you are. There you are. Let's give it a moment for everybody to hop on. Was it easy to hop on? Yeah. Nice.
Very.
Very good. If everybody has a beverage, you're going to be speaking a lot. So water, coffee, whatever suits you. I have mine. Let's see. Welcome, Gary. Welcome, Shehzad. We have a good representation, pretty international today. Okay, Happy New Year. Yes, I've been using Google Meet as well. Sometimes Zoom is acting up a little bit, but looks like it was pretty easy for all of you to hop on it. Ray, Michael, we have two Michaels today. Cheers, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Lovely, yes. Yeah, Jillian, I saw you logged on an hour ago to test it, right?
And now I too much stuff going on. And I realized, oh, it's not 4 o'clock here yet. Where am I going? I logged to the wrong
Early
one.
than late.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. Okay, so let's give it one more minute and then we get started. And we will start with introducing yourself. Okay. So here we go. Let me put it in the chat box so you can just follow the template. Dr. Divgi, welcome. Okay. Michael, how many, Michael Silvers, how many masterminds have you been doing lately?
A lot. So done a tremendous amount.
Right, it would be a great contribution.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Hundreds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and really, taking I've done probably since, as you know, things changed, and Lena and I know each other a long time. Probably since March, I've done over probably 300 hours of virtual already. So.
Wow.
How many people are on those things usually?
Depends. I like the largest mastermind that I ran, we had 120. I've had, I like them right around 35, depending on how you're doing the breakouts and how you run your mastermind. But we've had it up to 120, and then, our calls in general up to 500. So.
We have 3 Michaels so today.
Yeah. This is like I'm back in elementary school with all the Michaels.
Use the first initial. Okay, great. And welcome, Michael P. Okay, so.
Oh, one more question on those. What sort of duration did people find, say, with 35 was a great duration for the mastermind?
Yeah, I like them because everybody's a little bit zoomed, as we know. But I like anywhere from the hour to 90-minute mark. You go past that, you better have some great content or some reason they need to be there.
Cool.
Great.
Hi, Elena. This is Sandra, and I see Michael Silvers that I know from the past.
Oh, hello there, Sandra.
Hello.
Great. So wonderful. So we can just get started, okay? And people, I'll just welcome them since we're a nice large group. And okay, here we go. Welcome, Shannon. So I would like you to introduce yourself briefly, okay? 30 seconds or less. 1, your title. 2, where you're from, your location. And 3, only one major theme for the year, okay? So again, your title, 2, location, and 3, one major theme for the year. And okay, so here it is. Everyone. Okay, so I'll start, okay? And then I'll call on you. So for me, my name is, you can see my name actually, so we don't need to say our name. So my title, I'm a doctor in organizational psychology and a certified business coach. Location is my corporate headquarters, Las Vegas, but you all know I spend my time between here and Italy, my home country. Not as much this year, last year for obvious reasons, but it'll happen. And the major theme for the year for myself and my team is going to be clearer communication, clearer communication. There you go. So let's hear from you and Jillian.
Hi, my name is Jillian, and I'm from New York City, and I'm into real estate. And my theme for this year is to stay healthy.
Thank you, Jillian. And Michael P.
Hi, Michael Praver. I am the owner of a company that does financing for startups and small businesses in all 50 states. I'm currently in Western. I'm about as far as from Boston as you can get in Maryland. So I'm right near the border of Connecticut and New York.
Oh.
And I just moved here from Santa Monica.
Wow.
And I'm a telephone guy because I don't meet any of my clients, and I didn't have a theme ready. What I'm excited about is I'm starting a new product, which is we'll have the ability next month to help people pay down their credit temporarily so they can then get more funding. But that's not a theme, that's a product. Sorry.
You're focused on delivering your product and to the world. So
I am.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Michael, and welcome. And Gary.
Thanks.
Morning, everyone. My name's Gary Woodcock. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. A focus for me this year is actually focus, being able to focus and commit to some of my internal projects and see them through and keep track of them and finish them off. Pretty good with that with client work, not so good with my own stuff. So.
All right, so improving your own stuff. Okay, that's the major focus theme for the year. Good job. And Shannon, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Great, and you?
I'm doing good. I put myself on video, but I don't think it's going to show up very well.
Yeah, you look great.
Okay, so I'm Shannon Mangle. I'm a Medicare and life insurance agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And my goal is I'm straightening up my business tactics through training that I've been on with you and your team, is to increase my business and learn to be more goal oriented.
So be it. You're in the right place at the right time. We're here to support you. Good job, Shannon.
Thank you.
And Dr. Divgi, you shared it with me privately, share with everybody.
I am Dr. Varada Divgi. I'm in Dunwoody, which is a suburb of Atlanta. I am focusing this year on creating healthy communities.
Very good. With
Yeah.
the Blue Zone model, yes?
Yeah, with the Blue Zone model.
Okay, so be it. Nice. Thank you. And Jody, sorry for misspelling your name earlier. Jody, are you there? There you are.
I just had to unmute. Thank you. My name is Jody. I work, I'm not in real estate, but I work in real estate. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's funny, Elena, how you asked us for our one thing. I have all mine on, I have 3 of them and they're all on my little flashcards I see every day. But my biggest is new beginnings. This year, I have a lot of new beginnings. I'm going to grow through my new beginnings with a lot of change.
Okay, okay. Can you give us one specific, one first new beginning of?
Well, finally sold my house, which is awesome. And my divorce is almost there. So a new beginning for me is to start my new year out being a single person again.
There you go.
And I'm starting, and I'm starting coaching classes with a friend of mine. So for my personal growth.
Good job. Wonderful. Bravo. And Michael L.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michael Lloyd. I'm in Melbourne, Australia, and I run a gardening business, but I love helping people improve their environments and spaces, mental health, and generally activity, inspired activity, taking ownership of stuff. This year, I'm going to take my business to a new level with bringing people on board and rolling out plans that I've spent several years making and becoming the next level professional, organized, which I've put a lot of effort into already, but this is the real lifted up, including online presence. I currently don't have a website or do any marketing, actually. I'm about to open that whole arena.
All right, stay focused. Good job. Thank you, Michael. And the other Michael, S.
Wow, it's really like being in grade school. This is great. Michael Silver is managing partner of the Mentor Studio. This year is the real focus is to bring mentoring to those less fortunate.
Oh, beautiful. Very good. Thank you, Michael. And Dr. Duarte.
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Sandra Daniela Duarte Scale, and I'm focusing this year on the Daniela part of my name. I'm a board certified psychiatrist working, bringing cures for the patients throughout the world in bipolar, depression, Alzheimer's, all that. And my focus this year is on another area, which is also my personal development area, since, and I'm also, a master in supreme influence. Now I'm super empowered about my miracle 30-day change pure spiritual intelligence course. I'm a new guru thought leader who is planning to activate both in my location, the heart of North America, St. Louis, Missouri, and in Latin America, the heart of Latin America, Paraguay, where I'm from, and hopefully throughout the world, more wellness, health for starting with myself, my loved ones, my family, and then everybody else that could benefit as I step into my power, write my book, release the weight, and I do my talks.
Very good. Great. Wonderful. Okay, thank you. And Shaz.
Hi, Elena. Happy New Year to you and everyone else. My name is Shez Hanif. I'm the founder, lead coach at Guidance Coaching. And my theme for this year is I'm actually looking for help to set some really empowering goals so that I can scale my business and also be a better version of myself in 2021.
Beautiful, beautiful. Fantastic, everybody. So nice. You're all giving one another goosebumps of happiness, great goals, great focus and theme. If you need a vision board template, let us know. We'll send you a free one to remind you of your priorities. So Michael Silvers, I'll take advantage of your wisdom since you're here and you have hosted more masterminds than I have. So I'll let you, let's hear it from Michael. Let's hear how you would explain succinctly the rules of a mastermind. Most people already know it, but we have a couple of newcomers, so it's mainly review for them.
Okay, masterminds, they do run differently, but basically in a mastermind, it's a group of individuals that are coming together to create something out of nothing. The biggest thing in a mastermind, when it's your time to add in information to potentially somebody else who needs something regarding their business, whatever they have going on, very simply, as you're the receiver, be the receiver. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Because the minute you say, I know that, I've tried that, I've done that, you stop the flow. And also, if you're giving somebody information, don't talk endlessly. Bullet points and get done, because if there's, let's say they only have 2 minutes and you take up the whole 2 minutes, the rest of the team as a group hasn't been able to share any information. Anything else you want to know?
Beautiful, nice and concise. So thank you. So we would like everybody to go and be in the hot seat. I will ask people who have more experience to go first, okay? And I would like you to stay with the theme, your major theme that you just expressed to everybody, so we can be laser focused. So something within that, like Michael Silver said, that you want support, contacts around maybe discovering new plans, strategies, okay? Who would like to go? Don't be shy.
I can go.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Divki.
Yeah. I am focusing on creating healthy communities based on Blue Zone principles. Blue Zone, if you know it, where there is a gathering of people over 100 years and who are physically, mentally active even at that age. So learning, there are 5 places in the world, but there are also, you can create the community where you are. And there are principles to take away, healthy principles to take away. Like definitely everybody knows about being active and eating healthy, but more so following your passion and staying in the community, touching base with the people whom you love, whom you communicate, in long-time relationships, and family first. And making activity as a part, not making a thing to do, but built it in your daily chores or daily working, just a part of being active.
Yeah, okay. Dr. Divki, say it succinctly. What do you need support with? Because say it succinctly so we can stay laser focused and help you. Because
I would like to create employer wellness programs so that they can have them wherever they are working, evaluate them and promote them.
So you need support in
getting to the employers and working with them.
Creating or marketing employer wellness programs?
Both.
Creating, okay.
No, creating I can create, but marketing and introductions.
Okay. So distributing employer wellness program?
Yes.
That you create, okay? So maybe like who may need it? Obviously you're a retired medical doctor. Okay, so is everybody clear? I'll put it here in the chat box to remind you. Help on who to distribute employer wellness program to. Okay, all right, everybody think of your Rolodex. So, and feel free to unmute and give suggestions. Dr. Duarte may have some great contacts. So
I do want to ask a question first. is the product ready and in what form? Because the distribution would depend on what you have to distribute.
I think it needs to be analyzed by what the employer needs. But yes, I have the basic product.
Do you have videos, talks, courses? What exactly do you want to distribute? Do you want to have distribution of a Zoom call and you need somebody to help you? Or I mean,
No, I don't think I'm at that level yet.
So you want introduction to, and what type of business, what size, and what type in particular? You're still formulating that.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So my suggestion would be is work with Elena and create a funnel. Create a business funnel so you know what's coming into the funnel, how it drops through, where the clients are going to be, the contact, the type of business. And then you can bring it back to us and say, here's my funnel. Here's exactly what I need to come into the funnel. Here's what they'll see when they come through my services, whatever that is, all the different levels. And then we can be focused and go, oh, yeah, I know some businesses that'd be perfect for that. Because if we're confused, then we can't take it out to market.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Deepti.
Adding to that, if you've got an industry segment that you're wanting to focus on, then if you think about the industry associations that support those industries, that gives you an opportunity to market at a larger number of organisations.
Okay.
And then there's a common theme within that industry association.
Okay.
And where are you located?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, great. So you're in the US. Yeah, it's a little tough right now in the US. Everybody's a little bit locked up at the moment, but this is the kind of thing that you could easily build it and then get ready for a launch when people start to take a breath again. And this is exactly what they'll need.
Okay, thank you.
And Dr. Digby, is there a reason you're focusing on companies before individual personal communities? With COVID is a unique opportunity to reach out through the technology, like a Facebook call, a Zoom call. People can just do it for you. You show up. We can bring people to you. I know who can, not me. And we can enjoy and learn of the message that you have. And then eventually it can get to the corporations. Like if you are effective locally, then it can spread. Then the corporation, which is the end goal, will come.
Very good.
We got time for a little bit more?
Yes, yes, and then let's wrap it up, and so that it's a good start, so other people can also go for it, Michael.
All right. So it sounds to me like the ultimate vision is to scale up and reach a lot of people. And to start small, the customers will come flying in if you focus and specialize on a little particular problem, so they're all got the same problem, and you get success with one, and they all hear about it. And during this COVID time, when you can't do the physical stuff, which might be a big component of your delivery down the track, and needing to survey in order to package and work this funnel out, I was taught in management that you've got to try and make the research process itself pay. So, and even to get to that level, you may have to give something for nothing. So if you do a few teasers as to the outcome benefits, and then you get people interested in paying a small amount of money to a forum that is really a forum before your product. It's a feedback forum. You're just listening to people, and they need to be listened to. So it's a win-win for the people that sign up to chat to you about issues they might be having with their well-being as an employer. And before you know it, you've got more exact perfect content to give to them when they say, all right, look, this is great what you've come up with. I want to sign up and get it for my organization and myself and my line managers and whatever.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Great first round. Okay, let's have somebody else go in the hot seat and pose questions, inquiries to the rest of the group. Who's ready? Shaz, go for it. Yeah, you didn't get a chance to go last time, so
Thank you. Yeah, so I want to, so my theme is more empowering goals. And I know Elena kindly has sent her template for the vision board that she uses, which I'm definitely going to kind of look into that method. I've never really used vision boards for goal setting, but I really want to pick your brains, having such an illustrious panel here, to say that how can I really set more empowering goals for 2021 to reach my business and personal goals.
For yourself? For yourself?
For myself, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's clear, very clear. With some ideas, yeah. And you might.
All right, I'll jump in. So, yeah, I'll hold on this one. So really, again, when you create empowering goals, there's a couple of things. First of all, what's great to do, and by the way, nice to meet you. Where are you calling from?
I'm in the UK, near London.
What part?
In the London area.
Okay, great. I know we did hundreds of events there. So, what you're really looking at is when creating those empowering goals is first of all, you want something that's sustainable. You want to make sure that there's action plan before it, and that when you hit the goal, that there's something else that it leads to. You're creating like a structure of, because every time you hit that goal, your body goes, yeah, this is great. I feel good. It makes me feel okay. And it's okay to create goals in the beginning, like as simple as going to get lunch, whatever that is. Of course, in the UK, you can't go anywhere right now, but make a goal that they're sustainable and attainable in the beginning, and then you build up from there. That makes the goals fun. That makes the goals empowering, because then you're empowering yourself. You're not taking away or creating a problem with it. And then they get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why I always say you got to have a coach. You got to have somebody you work with, because then they can tailor those goals as you move forward. But it's always make sure that you have a goal, 5 actions behind each goal. The goals are attainable in the beginning, and then you create bigger and bigger and bigger. And then there's lots of processes to take a goal out a year and then work backwards, but that's a long conversation. So.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
I'm sharing the template I created, and I use Chess. I'll send it to you via email.
Thank you.
Anybody else has some suggestions?
Just adding to what Michael said, if your goals, you're developing your goals, you need to put a time frame on them, and the opportunity is to, if those goals are big, then the ability to chunk them down into smaller steps that give you the ability to have smaller wins along the way, so that you can continue, and that keeps your momentum going. So if it's a big goal, yes, that's the aim, is to develop some big, huge goals, etc. But then it's the ability to bring them back and take smaller steps and get the rewards along the way. And if you're doing that consistently, then that helps your momentum going forward.
Okay. Understand. Thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you. Michael Praver, do you have anything to add before you go?
No, guys, I'm so sorry. I had another call scheduled, so I'm going to have to run. But thank you so much for inviting me. It was nice to kind of meet you all through Zoom.
Yeah, and we do have a private Facebook group where here it is. If you can maybe later on there introduce yourself and see how you can support our members, that'd be great. So
good. Did you send me that, or will you send me that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Great. Thanks, everybody. If I could ever help anyone, we do funding, but we don't charge up front. We only charge upon success. So yeah, there's no risk if I could help anyone. Thank you, guys.
Thank
and
you.
I put my information in the chat. Bye.
Great to meet you, Michael.
Bye, guys.
Right. Okay. So yeah, timeline is very important. Thank you, Gary. And also quantifying as much as possible, or give a range, measure these goals so we can really hit them. That's been helpful to me. Anybody else has any other ideas or templates or resources to share with Shaz? Go ahead and unmute.
I do, but go, Sandra.
Go ahead first. Gentlemen's first in this group.
Wow. I'll try and be brief, but Shaz, it's awesome. Visioning things is one of my favorite parts of life. But I think the most important thing, if you're struggling with vision, like some of my friends do struggle, and they say to me, how can I really get what I want this year? How can I make the right goal? And I say, just be honest. What do you really, really, really want? And you're allowed to think big firstly, because just like Michael Silver said, after you know what you really, really, really want, you just got to get really realistic about what you have to do first. And that becomes what you have to do now. So just go back to the core values. And we don't have to change the whole world as well. I really believe now, especially in the rise of the individual, just personal safe power within the community. You just build as big a bubble around you as you really need to have or want to have to shine and be your own values and live the life you really want to live. Find that message, and so let that joy and enthusiasm build itself into any operational planning that you find putting on a vision board.
Thank you.
And I knew you had what I was thinking, and I'm just going to add something more. Start with the why, like Michael is saying. So you don't go towards goals that will not make you happy. For example, you can invest so much money because your ego wants you to get that car, or that marriage that ends up in the divorce, or the car that crashes. Know your why that will pull you, and use the techniques like vision boards, all that, but connect to your soul. So then and connect intuition. I mean, if spiritual people will connect to God, we are spirits or soul, mind, and body. So if you believe in that, connect to your true self. Release the ego from the equation so you don't waste time toward your destined, which is happiness, and to do everything that your wildest dreams had. So elements are the vision board. When you know what you want, you'll do what Michael Silver said about the goal planning, the actions, but have clear desires and then goals of what is coming from yourself, your true self, and use your intuition. Just one element that will save you a lot of time.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully that was helpful. There'll be more ideas, and we can keep them going in our private Facebook group, Post Mastermind. I would like to hear from Shannon as well, since she's newer. I want to make sure she gets the full experience. Do you have any burning question for this great panel?
Well, I've always heard about, how important goals are, because you have to have a vision in mind and what you want to achieve. And I feel
for new topic for yourself that you have to ask everybody else.
Well, I think is the best way to set goals. If I'm just starting to do them, I've been in business 3 years. I've kind of sporadically did it, but I really need to get intent about 2021. And if there's like a template, or like I wrote down, the one action item, and then, or the one goal and the 5 action items that back it up. I just need something to hold myself accountable and know that, so I can reach those next levels that I know I'm capable of reaching.
Sure. Yeah, I'll send you something and the vision.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome. Do you want to be in the hot seat next with new topic to ask everybody else? Don't hold back. No censoring.
No, I think the main thing is that, obviously I've probably need a coach. I was actually just thinking about that this morning. I need an accountability partner, someone that says, okay, Shannon, this is what you want to achieve. Why are you not, giving it 110% each day? Or if you're giving it 110, why aren't you giving it 120? And I just need to find it myself. I know I'm the professional that can do really well in what I do. And my confidence levels increased over the last 60 days just because of opportunities that come my way. But I just want to really propel that into get myself, like we've talked about in prior groups, out of my income bracket that I've been stuck in for my whole life. I want to break through that into a new income bracket.
Yeah. Okay. So what is your ask concisely? Like, are you asking for financial resources, for business?
Yeah, that is something I've looked at with the COVID. Somebody, because the insurance business it's a costly business. But if there's resources, I've looked into like the state of Nevada and what they're offering, but I haven't really kind of narrowed in on where the assistance is at to kind of get me off the ground a little bit.
Okay, so is everybody clear on Shannon's request, or do you need more? Yeah, it's not clear. Shannon, this is good actually, because this is great learning.
Yeah, I'm not new to this, so I just know what I kind of, go in different directions, but I know I just need help holding myself more accountable. Okay. And I think like having the cards and things or visual things around me that say, okay, you're on target or you're off target. You need to step it up here.
You like
very visual
buddy?
I'm sorry.
You would like an accountability buddy?
I think it's important in business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So make sure you join our private Facebook group. You can find it on there. Do you have a website sort of? You can put it in the chat. We can sort of see if anybody is doing something similar or complementary to what you're doing. So it would be a great accountability resource for you.
Okay, thank you.
Can you put it on the chat box? And if anybody has anything to add, please just chime in. This is open forum.
Sandra.
Accountability. It's all, so that's part of the process of getting to your goal. Right. And everything we're talking here, the recommendation to Shes also goes for you. And I have dealt personally with accountability issues related to releasing the weight I don't want to see anymore because I don't want to lose it. I don't want it to come back. In your case, it's regarding to business. But like Michael Lloyd asked me on the call we had last Monday, we did everything regarding what we did on the Elena call that day, but he asked me about why it didn't work before. So that why is the key. So although you think you know where that going, if you're having accountability issues, you have to go back and find out what is your driving force and what is stopping you that you haven't been able to go to the next level of money that you want to make. Right. What you said. And besides the coach, besides the accountability body, besides the external techniques, work on the inside. Things happen faster and with real results, because to be more, you have to have more. You have to be more.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and part of what happens with that too also is who do you surround yourself with? So that's always been, who do you surround yourself with? Because there is that tendency of we work on the internal. Sandra's right. I mean, you work on the internal, you get it done, then you're still surrounded with the same people, and you have the tendency of getting pulled right back into it very simply. So that's where, how do you, and if you're in the insurance industry, it's a very, we know, we trained how many insurance people, but there's numbers, there's exact what you need to hit, what you need to do. You know how it works. You know every client, you know what they're worth. I mean, you guys got it down to the dime, to the penny, but who are you surrounding yourself with? That would be part of, I would add into this little mix here.
Yeah, I think the problem is too, it's, and I understand completely what you're saying. It's just, I call myself the Lone Ranger sometimes. I don't really surround, like I'm at home right now with the dogs. I'm not surrounding myself. I work with my clients, but I don't have I'm not part of a team here in Las Vegas. My team's in Tennessee, so I'm kind of just virtual with them, but I don't, because I think having a team here would be more important. But just the way it works with my income and commissions and everything, it makes more sense to be working with the team in Tennessee. But I know having, attending meetings here or Zooming in every week here, that I think that's what I need to have is build more of a community around me.
And I
Good.
go past the team part. It is the community. It's like, that's why you're part of a mastermind. You're building a group that's going to really kick you behind with,
Right.
and at the same time, you have to look at what income level you want to be in and who you're hanging out with. Who are the 5
Right.
people you surround yourself with?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Do you have a website, Shannon?
Well, I have one, but yes, I have a domain. We'll put it this way.
Okay.
I ran into some financial troubles here in the last
Good. If
few
you have
months.
like a
So
LinkedIn profile or page or Facebook.
yeah, I can give you my Facebook.
Feel free to
Yeah.
we can check it out if we think of anything else. Just type it in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll give you my Facebook.
Thank you, Shannon, and great job being open, trustworthy, being willing to push yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, everybody. Great feedback. Who would like to go next? What about you, Michael Silvers?
Okay, fine. I was waiting. All right. So my name is, let's see, my name is Michael Silvers, managing partner for the Mentor Studio. The Mentor Studio is really a love of legacy and bringing mentoring out to many others. Actually, my business partner, Elena knows well, is actually Mary Glorfield, who was Tony Robbins' VP for 18 years. So we're building a team of mentors. We have 9 countries covered already. In 2022, we're going to take it out to those less fortunate in villages and communities. And we also offer 252 virtual hours of events, and we're also booking the big stages. So we've got a lot going on, but it's really, for me, what am I looking for now? I'm still looking to bring on some great mentors. We have 200, to me, the mission we're on, we need about 400 mentors, and we need great mentors, people who will be on the vision, not just join because they want to partner up and sit next to the person who did this or did that or built this or who talks to Tony every day. Not that. I want people who want to be part of the mission, want to be on it. And it's been a challenge a little bit because I've said no to a lot of people because I know within 30 seconds. So my challenge still for the next, it's about 30 more days, and then we open up the membership, is to find the right mentors who will truly be on the mission and be selfless and work together and give up 2 hours a month of their time.
That's beautiful. And I just put the website on the chat for everybody.
Thank you. She's quick.
Thank you. I see you have a lot of gentlemen. Maybe you need a few more ladies.
We did that too. We actually have a lot more we'll be adding on there. We just got, and we have race, creed, and color of all. They're redoing it all for me right now. But it's, and we have most major countries covered. But it's finding the right people.
All right. Well, come
Question.
in if you want me to.
Sorry to interrupt. Is this also in Spanish?
No, we haven't yet. So we've kept it in English for the moment. That's the question that always comes up in every division I've ever built. So no, not at the moment. We have Spanish speaking mentors, but it is something that I've actually brought up on 2 calls ago, because we have a group, because we have the group in obviously in Hong Kong and in Thailand. And so we're going to do something in Mandarin, but the Spanish speaking side is something we're really going to look at. And that's going to be in that first round of probably our first 6 months.
And just my 5 cents on that, there's personal development inequality regarding to Spanish. And thinking of Spanish, I know Mandarin is going to rule the world. We all have to learn Chinese, but right now in the US, there's Spanish is the second language. And when you talk to even English speaking people that speak, you get to them better in Spanish, and they have families. Tony helped me at least with the translation to Spanish, so it could get to my parents, but it's not the same. I could not get them to Spain to do Warrior, all that. So the point is that if Tony, he does it at some level, but I don't know, it's like such an inequality in getting knowledge to Spanish speaking people. Like we talk about the diabetes and this and that, but there's also personal development inequality and knowledge inequality that is not getting to that community, especially the family members of top people that don't speak English. So beg you to bring that gap. You said 6 months. I would love to see that. And I would, in 6 months, I'm asking you where you are there, because that's very, very close to my heart.
You got it. You got it. You
Beautiful.
got it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And just to clarify and see how we can help you, who are these? You meant your
mentoring?
target
Yeah.
people. You said the less fortunate. For people to decide they're going to give 2 hours of their time when they're already in other projects, probably we want to know who are these less fortunate.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing over the next year. Right now, it's 1 hour a month to be on a mentor's call with all these pretty amazing mentors. Even for me, a lot of them are my mentors. And that's what we're doing. Every month we get together for an hour. We're building what we're going to do in 2022. So we're doing it as a community, and we're doing it together. The other hour is every single Monday night we have a mentors call, and to be part of that, because we're all supporting each other and moving it forward. So, and all the mentors have said yes. Actually, that's never been a problem, that the 2 hour part. It's been the ones I've had to, turn away, or the ones I say, you'd be a great member, but you need, let's see, we're in a year where you're at and how it goes.
Yeah, but just to clarify, because you said that this is for the less fortunate, like is it people with mental illness? Who is
No.
the less fortunate that is going to get that?
Yep. At this
And
point,
is it for free?
Yeah. So for those, it will be. Absolutely. Yeah. For those, it will be. And what we're going to do is we're basically, there's a lot of us who worked with Richard Branson and Oprah back in South Africa in 2006-07. The school there, the girls come for free. Their tuition is they have to take what they learn back to the villages. So just recently, a lot of you probably know Jim Brady, who's Jim Rohn's partner, has joined us. His friend has now helped 1,200 villages in South Africa become 100% financially self-sustainable. So we're taking all of these thought leaders of what they've done, bundling it up, going to start in 2022 early in London, go around the world, and where are we going to go, who are we going to hit, what difference we're going to make, and that's what we're building together. But you need the right type of people, because it's just, I know within 30 seconds or less. And sometimes they're just not exactly there yet.
Could you give us, you are like Blink, that book, you know it. Could you put it in paper, what you're looking for? So as we see it, we can send it to you.
Yeah. We have a little bit on us. So yeah, let me think about that a little bit, and I'll get back to you on that for sure.
Yeah, it would be nice to know who you're looking for.
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds like,
I could tell you, part of what we're looking for too is we're really heavy on the entertainment and music side. We're good on that. Personal development, I'm looking for also, coaches who have worked with also youth. That's a big one, because that will be part of where we have to be very careful with that. I'm taking up too much time. Elena, you should just knock me off. But
it's interesting.
Yeah, but that's a big thing.
Is there a cost for qualified mentors?
Yeah, to be a mentor, to be a member, doesn't matter. It's $400 a year. That's all it is. There's no upsell. And that's to keep the engine moving. And then at that point, for the members, it will stay the same. Mentors are going to go up, because we're getting to the point where we're not needing as many mentors. And then for those that we service, that's be complimentary. They'll be free. And our members will not allow to sell them anything. You'll have to be donating your time. And we have, I think right away, I've got like 35 right away are going to go with us. So most people have just said, yeah, we're in, we're done. And there's a lot we're building. We're building a speakers bureau. We have an entertainment bureau. We have a podcasting, but that's just happened endemically, just because everybody's getting together and getting to know each other and like each other.
Wonderful. So. Great. Okay. So I think we'll give
thank you guys. This is helpful.
Which is the job description.
I got to take it from here and write. I get it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, and we can forward it to our contact. This is good. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. So let's see. Veron, welcome.
Thank you.
Who would like to go next? This is going great. Great sharing for the beginning of the year. You're setting the tone for a very prosperous year. Nice. Anybody who hasn't gone yet? So Jillian, Gary, Michael, Lloyd, Sandra, and everybody.
Are we attempting to get through everybody in this session, or just as many as we can fit
We
in?
won't, yeah, have time to go through everybody, but if we hurry up, we'll get as many as possible.
All right. Well, I'll go.
Yeah.
So,
Michael,
I've-
don't decide, okay? Because I know you.
I've spent years trying to work out, who I am and what I want to do in this life. And I've been in the gardening business for 10 years. I make gardens look fantastic. I do maintenance mostly. I take on landscaping jobs when I'm up for something big. So it's top to bottom, all of the skills. I've got content and information, photographs. I want to go online. I want to reach people, and I want to build a team that can help me deliver on maintenance. I've had a lot of issues recruiting people that with the right skills and quality and attitude. And I am also, I'm more of a lone ranger than I want to be, or really seem to be choosing to be, but it's difficult to engage in the people. Everyone wants to sell me a website package, Facebook marketing, how to get more customers fast. Now I know about the ideal job, the ideal scenario, my profit margins. I've got this sort of tight break-even machine that I could keep up for another 6 months, but with lockdown, I'd love to lift it up online. We've done a few things on it already. I've got loads of ideas, but any more right now on this, and by all means, refer to your own situation if you're wanting to market something to storm ideas across this one.
Okay, is everybody clear on Michael's ask, or do you need a summary?
I just want to take the business to a next level, slowly step back from the physical work and bring people in and market. And obviously, every business goes through this stage. It's been a big one. I spent 5 years planning, thinking, and trying to make that step. I'm undercapitalized, but I still want to earn it. If I need to spend 1,000 on a website, I'll make that 1,000 first and then spend it. I just need to coordinate the plan and feel the vision and feel inspiration, and take a few lessons on board from any of you that have done that, lifting online and reaching a lot more people. And
okay, Michael, if you have a link, a LinkedIn or a business page from Facebook, put it in the chat so it can help us visualize. Okay, so my recommendation, knowing you, is to really focus on one thing at a time as much as possible. I know you've had a lot of opportunities, Tower Garden being one of them. Maybe that's not the right fit for you, but whatever you choose, really hone in strategically, because you start this and start that and start that, then it's hard to manage and it's hard to thrive in any one. So where is your heart out of in all of this? If you could pick one, well, what was your theme that you mentioned at the beginning of the call? Your major focus theme?
I want to take the business to a new level, and it's going to be online. I want to inspire other people to even DIY content. I'm very interested in the DIY content support.
So botany, gardening online.
Yeah, because I can't mow everyone's lawn, but I could help people know about protecting the borders and stopping that running grass from going into the garden beds, and how frequently, and products to help the lawn. And I can market products. I could do all sorts of things from a website. I can build credibility for my stuff based on all my photographs and the work done. And I can recruit people to do the work, which has to happen part and parcel with me stepping back from the work. So the only two things I have to worry about is generating content and putting it out there. Happy to give a lot for nothing before I start worrying about memberships or anything, payments. I will get more customers through that. I can, obviously it'll be a marketing machine. I can say, go check out my YouTube on this, and then you can do it yourself, or you can bring me in.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be working physically hard on the job 50% of my life, and I'll break even around that. I'll be cash flow positive. So I just need to build a machine online. Some people say do it on Facebook, just any inspiration. Look, think gardens, guys. If any of you have a gardener or have problems getting a good gardener, or would like more information about your own garden, how would you like to receive it? What would you be looking for in a person providing it? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I can go. I think you need an IT person, Michael, to help you with all of this. I mean, unless you feel technical yourself, like I'm sure Michael is using somebody to help with his membership site.
Yeah.
What helps me in Tower Garden, I book a Zoom call with Dr. Divki and Mona and the mentors, and we do it together. Otherwise, I'm lost. I put too many minerals. I don't know what the heck to do, where to move it, light, no light, and it's overwhelming. So if I had to do it by myself, chances are I wouldn't do it. So for me, do it together is more helpful.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Lena. Do it together. I've got to remember that when I package this, for sure. I'm with them and they're doing it.
Yeah,
Michael,
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Michael, I think you can have a like a talk once a month or once or twice a month, you know, on one particular subject in gardening, and that way you will inspire and bring in the audience, and maybe you can build membership from there.
I love it. I'm thinking that the step to do a Zoom call regularly and just let people come on for nothing and to see what I can generate with enthusiasm and presentation. Yep.
Yeah. And it depends how you want to build your audience too and where you want to build them. That's why, you know, even a membership site for $4.99 or, you know, whatever it is, or start with, you know, you have the Facebook group, you have your free Facebook group, then you have your Facebook group, which is more the member, then you have the Facebook group of those who want to learn from you directly. You could also have a podcast. They're fairly easy to run nowadays and cheap. And you have your just daily, you know, 20-minute podcast on gardening, ideas, thoughts, tips, hints, stories you've had. Because you're an Aussie, your voice will play out just about anywhere in the world, but in Australia. And it's just true. It's just the way. It's great. It's wonderful. I love to put Aussies everywhere. And at the same time, also any experiences you've had in the garden that those of us in other countries would go, you did what? There was what? There was a brown snake. There was a, you know, what that will do is that entertainment and that side make, I think, my gosh, he's got something. I've got to listen to this guy. And just be real and honest. Let them know the ups, downs, rights, and lefts. Because people always say you can make the pretty garden. Because we used to have somebody up here in the Seattle on TV, but it was always the beautiful garden. I'm going to make it great. Now he was big, but he also would sometimes say, "This is just crappy," right? Doing it this way, I can't believe I wasted so much time. Here's what I've learned, and here's why you need to, and things like that. Let them know the real side. And then as you build your team that helps support you in your business, make sure you create a mastermind with your team, so that they're on the vision, they know where you're going, they know what you're creating, and they want to be part of what you're doing. They're excited to go to work every day because they're creating something with you.
Totally love it.
Great.
Anyone else?
Feedback and great questions, everybody. Thank you for your open-hearted communication. Very nice.
I've got to say quickly, I have certainly not rejected the idea of being the Tower Garden person in Australia. I just find it, I do have a really tricky bunch of things to sort through and make sure what I bring in. I've talked that idea with several of my contacts already. That might be just a help to stabilize the revenue whilst I promote everything else and step back from the maintenance. It's very likely that businesses on our screen linking up.
No problem, Michael, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, that's also a different marketing model, and it may not be right for you depending on what you want to build. So yeah, whatever is best for you. Good job. Okay, and Dr. Duarte.
Michael, just to understand, you want to step up your local gardening business. So the target is Australian people?
Well, it's a good question. I actually think that a little bit more like what Michael Silvers was saying. I think there's a global market on an entertainment basis and an information that's transferable globally. I think that doing that, having that exciting, having people in it all over the place would work. And I think it may fuel local services. And I can certainly do little promotions for local servicing and do some of that through Facebook. Getting myself personally more jobs than I can possibly do in 1 week, it would happen like that with any niche marketing. It's a big city. I'm one gardener. If I could build teams and teams of people or whatever, I could build my teams and teams of people with a model in every city around the world. And it could be, Garden Help Pennsylvania, all over the place, just rolling out models and stuff based on the DIY and the support. But so I think what I want to do might just be jumping into that global arena. There's a lot of commonality in climate, say with California and Melbourne and things like that. We get some of our gardening tips from each other. And
it helps. And you are combining your personal growth with gardening, right? Do you have the book, or are you writing the book and then you'll have the YouTube video and then you're going to use that in your podcast that combines the you that I have been twice and I love that is that personal development person that uses perhaps gardening, blooming, growing with the examples from your personal life. Because gardeners, there are many, and if it's going to be more of teaching towards the garden, the personal development, that's the term I use. What you said, you work so much finding who you are, your why, getting that into the message of gardening, which is perfect, finding the right seed, soil, seed, blooming. And just now, there's so much need with COVID.
You've nailed it. You've nailed it. And you've got me. And it's because you do know me from one or two brief calls. Just a quick one to everyone.
Just a comment. Mind gardening is also on the.
Yes, that's the mind gardening.
Mind gardening, man.
That's a good one. Love it.
Okay, here's what it is. People talk about intelligence, skills, capacities. We're all different. We have different attractions, hobbies, interests that help us to get to ourselves and express it. Now, I've worked it out that psychologically, metaphysically, everything, a person has a bad garden because they will not either hire someone or do it themselves, address some natural realities around them. And I've actually worked it out when I'm trying to get a person to understand the job, not just know the job, but to understand the job, whatever small system the job on hand is. There are hurdles in their self-development in the way they function and operate and receive information and apply information in order to do that job. So some of the human self-development bits that maybe the later generations, they've gained in some areas and lost in other areas.
Please, because some people have to leave and we want to say goodbye.
All right, that's just for everyone. This is really deep, just learn the nature and be the self, because it is like a big garden and there are processes that evolve we're going to tune into. And thank you all so much for that input.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Shannon, who have to hop on. I don't know where we can do one more if anybody else wants to stay. And great work. Keep it up. Okay. Stay in touch and keep asking for help and whatever you need. And have a great beginning of the year.
Thank you all. Thank you, Elena. You're amazing. Thank you all.
You all are. Michael, just to wrap this up, I was watching the Greta Thunberg documentary last night. It's free on Hulu or anyway, she's on all over Facebook as well and Instagram, and she's talking about it just came out, but it's amazing. It's amazing. She started when she was 15. Whether you believe in global warming or not, it doesn't matter. But she moved. She was able to move the entire world, okay, with nothing, and so it's amazing. So maybe watch it for inspiration, because it's going to give you some ideas for your business as well. Okay, how she did
What's
it.
the video?
So it's called. Let me see 1 second. Let me find it. So Greta Thunberg. She's the 15-year-old. She's now 18. Thunberg from Switzerland. She's Asperger. Yeah, here we go.
From Sweden.
Sweden.
From Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden. And yeah.
Elena, will you put it on the Facebook group?
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'll put it in the Facebook group.
And if we have just 5 quick minutes to Dr. Divji, is that, how do I say it right?
Divgi.
I know you said that your target is business. However, if you think of blue zones and longevity of being 100 or older, or even 70 plus, my take on that is that the way businesses are right now might not be so interested, because the US, the world still thinks 35, 55, there's an age, and there's so much need. I can tell you personally, I would love for my parents to live forever. So there's and not just leave. I don't want them to suffer.
No. I think I must admit, I am contributing to Blue Zone in the community. I don't know why the employer thing came out while I was talking. So it was an underlying something that I just blurted out, being in the hot seat for the first time. But my focus is creating the community where I'm living or wherever somebody is living, how to make it happen.
And being a pediatrician,
Yes.
if you can just take the mic and have a message, like, you know, for the kids, for the adolescents, and then for the elderly, it will add up.
Yeah.
And then people can use it. And right now with COVID is the perfect opportunity to get that message that they can be healthy, they can be happy, and you know it as an MD. They'll listen to you.
I echo that because I often think about mothers that are being pregnant and giving birth during COVID. If it were me, I would be freaked out. So my heart goes out to that. So yeah, you can definitely support them. Dr. Divgi, thank you. Great one, Sandra.
Thank you,
Thank
Sandra.
you.
Now, do we actually need to wrap it up now, Elena, for your schedule? I've got more time myself, another 10, 15, 20, if anybody wanted to hear one or two more. So I just want to volunteer that, and perhaps you can do a show of hands, or depending on your schedule.
Does anybody need to leave, or can you stay a bit longer?
I can stay longer.
All right, sounds good. Who would like to go in the hot seat next? Who hasn't gone? Jillian, Gary, Sandra, Jody, and Veron. No pressure, just a little bit of pressure.
I'll go.
Go, great.
Yeah, to get it over with. You know, I don't like talking.
I love
So my thing was health. So listening to things, and health is general, but it would, for me, include mental health, physical health, you know, financial health. All those things are coming under health for me. You know, I want to eat right, which I pretty much do. I don't know, lose a few pounds. I guess I have to write out what my intentions are, and then what the results are going to be with those. But though I think, especially in COVID times, these things are so important now. You know, we want our businesses to grow, and that I want to. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place with this.
Okay, shall we start with the health, since you mentioned that first?
Yeah, I mean, I feel great and whatnot, you know, but you know, going through a lot of things and whatnot. I guess this I call it mental wellness now, is so important. So I don't know. How do you keep yourself from going insane?
Gillian, why don't you join our group coaching on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern? We'll kick your butt over there. And this is open to all of you. Of course, you already.
You will be kicked in the butt.
Oh no.
It'll feel nice. It'll be a nice kick.
Really?
Maybe gentle but firm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you're talking about health. I don't know if you can see it. I'll flip around.
Oh, wow. Look at that tower garden.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's much happier than mine. Very good.
It just keeps growing and growing.
New York City than Vegas.
That with that, you know, I'm learning to do different things, you know, cooking and whatnot. So I guess with all of that, I don't know. I just wanted to go and get it over with so you wouldn't call me. But that's my thing, just to stay healthy in all phases of my life, and especially in these times now, you know.
Yeah, so everybody remember that Jillian lives in New York City, the epicenter of COVID for the US. So it's a bit depressing, you know, everything is closed, and she did great in managing everything from home. Real estate, which is not easy to manage real estate from home, but she did it. So my hat to her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but so I don't know what specifically, you know, I do CrossFit on Zoom at 5 p.m.
Oh, really?
Every day. You can come and join a session for free. I can send you the link. So you can come tonight at your 8 p.m. Just don't laugh at me if I do something wrong.
What is CrossFit?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Here, I put the link for everybody. First session is free. I'm not a coach. Okay. There is actually certified CrossFit coach. So let me find.
You need
And
equipment
after
for
that,
that?
it's very cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you just gave me an idea to join, like, I'll look at CrossFit. CrossFit, isn't that like skiing something?
No, it's like weight, burpee.
Oh,
You can do it without tools, crunches.
oh, okay.
Can I just jump in on this health thing?
Yeah.
It's such a big thing for me in my life, to be honest, with all of you,
Gotta
that
be healthy.
I would choose it every week if I really had to choose the most important thing in coaching. But I have to build it. It's an integrated model. And so rather than seeing all of life and then health, the way I've tried to fix health in my life is to build good health into every process that I engage myself in. This includes when I'm lifting something, it's got to be not too heavy. I lift it the right way. When I put it somewhere, it's got to be safe, so no one trips over it, and I don't trip over it, and no one has any health problem from it. That we just, if we see living as a being, as a bunch of us doing things, and we make sure that every doing we possibly do integrates as much knowledge as we can get about the most healthy way to do it. But also it has to be calibrated individually. A lot of health rules that people say, this is what we've all got to be doing, are really only right for 20% of the people that are that group of people or that type of whatever that needs to do that. So know yourself, know the knowledge that's out there, and don't do a single thing without it being healthy enough for you to sign off on with your policy on how healthy you actually really want to be. That's my help assistance attempt at structuralizing an inspired wrap it up or lift it up in health across the board. Build it into all what you're doing till the point you don't have to think about it. You know, about all that habit changing stuff. You have to think about it sometimes until it's nailed as a process.
Yeah.
I think there are a few things you have to be very basic. It's about sleeping. I don't know. Yeah. So and you have to sleep at a certain time. In Chinese medicine, it's the time between 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. is a very important time. That's when the body builds itself, repair itself. 11 to 1 actually, but actually better is 11 to 3.
Okay.
So because sometimes people like to work over time or something, you stretch over those time zone, and the in the Chinese medicine is saying that because it's divided into the different time zone, and that time zone is the time that the body repair itself, especially the liver. And so if you miss all those time all the time, you're weakening your body all the time. Yeah. The other one is breathing. So it's for, we have to do not just breathing like this, but a belly breathing. It's like a deep breathing, so that you really expand your lung. In the deep breathing, you exercise your lung all the time. Of course, in fresh air is better, but I don't know if you had done yoga. In yoga, there's a deep breathing exercise too. That is, you breathe in. Say you breathe in 4 can, you have to breathe out double. So you breathe out 8 can. Yeah. And if you get better, then you have to hold your breathing too. Hold it for 16 can. Okay. If you breathe in 4, you hold for 16 and then breathe out 8. And that way you make yourself stronger.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you? You breathe in. Yeah. You breathe in, you close one side, you breathe in from one side, you close it both together, breathe out from the other side. And then you breathe in from this side again, close both, and breathe out. Use one hand only.
Yeah.
So that it is
Thumb and the little
close,
finger.
open and close, yeah.
But the principle in that is that you're balancing your sympathetic and parasympathetic systems, nervous systems. Sympathetic is where we increase the stress.
Yeah.
Parasympathetic is we fight the stress.
Huh.
So that is what you're balancing when you do alternate nose breathing.
Alternate, yeah, alternate. Pranayama, they call it.
Pranayama, that is, yes,
pranayamas.
that is called
Pranayama.
the pranayama.
Veronica,
But you know, holding is sometimes you are saying it's too long. Sometimes you can start up with holding for a count of 2, then
Yeah.
build it up to 4, then build it up to 8. So you can go gradually, because doing 16 hold is going to be hard.
Yeah, it is hard in the beginning, yes.
Yeah, so you kind of build that part more.
Veronica,
Yeah.
is this, I know it's interesting, and sleep is such an important part.
Mhm.
And in Ayurvedic medicine, they say to
Yeah.
sleep by 10. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested that also aligns with Chinese wisdom, 11, so it's around the same time. And my question really is regarding the pranayamas that I learned that through, Indian related,
Yes.
transcendental meditation, retreat and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So is there anything in Chinese medicine related? So pranayamas is Indian, right? Is Hindu.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Or is there any
That's
Chinese similar to pranayamas?
Well, in Chinese is the qigong, the qi.
Qigong.
Qigong.
Yeah.
That is called
Yeah.
Qigong.
Yeah. That way they do similar.
So it's the
but
same?
we don't really hold it. You don't really hold it, because that one you bring the breath throughout the body, really, when you're exercising, with a different gesture. Yeah. And
Are
go
you a
back to
Qigong?
your sleep.
Yeah. Are you a Qigong practitioner?
Qigong practitioner, yes, you have.
You are.
learned?
No,
No,
you.
not me. No, not me. No, I'm not.
Okay. Because that is very interesting. I know acupuncture,
Yeah.
the medicine of the West has learned that acupuncture actually work.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see that Qigong by Chinese people is considered medicine. So I equal that to acupuncture. The West has not aligned there yet, but I wonder about the benefits, the energetic benefits of Qigong that seems to be easier than Tai Chi and all that. And it's just breathing exercises. But I was wondering if you know more to teach us.
Tai Chi is the movement.
Qigong.
It's also breathing. Yeah, but Qigong is I know a bit, some of the exercise, but yeah, I'll look it up and see. Yeah, okay, I'll look it up and see next time. I've done some classes, yeah, but not on the high level. Yeah. And about the sleep, the better is if you sleep by 10, yes. But the latest is 11, yeah. The latest is 11.
Regarding Qigong, I would just like to mention something from one of my coaches. Actually, Elena knows him. His name is Kai Hock, and he swears by Qigong. He says that he had a urine problem, incontinence, and through Qigong, he managed to actually shift the energy away from the bladder. I don't know the scientific explanation for it, but he managed to basically self-cure himself through the Qigong, and he was trying medicine and getting all sorts of recommendations to manage this bladder problem, and nothing was working. So that's just a personal kind of, I guess, first-hand experience that someone has really benefited from the kind of traditional Chinese kind of method of Qigong.
Is the energy medicine? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, some people call it energy medicine. Yeah,
that is called energy medicine.
Yeah.
Shifting the energy from different.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like I look for these for my parents. So for my dad in particular, to learn Tai Chi right now will be very difficult. And I want things for him. I have to, make him want it. But Qigong, first of all, if it's medicine and it's breathing and it's easier, probably it's a better option. But so it's really like, how Tai Chi is an actual martial art. If you do Tai Chi really well, you can defend yourself. It's not just like the movement and dancing, and it's not that easy. what I've seen for Qigong seems to be just small breathing movements and exercises, but I've seen very little on YouTube to get it to my parents. But do your Blue Zone people, Dr. Digby, practice any of these?
Well, that is something, means Okinawa is one of the areas. And those guys are pretty good in doing a lot of
Karate
Japanese
started
way.
the karate.
Yeah. So the whole thing there in the Blue Zone is Ikigai, that what do you want to wake up to? Why are you waking up in the morning? So your why comes up there. What is the purpose of your life?
Yeah, Ikigai, the Japanese philosophy, huh?
Yeah, Ikigai is yes. Okay, Jillian, your questions.
Is it helping?
So 2 or 3 things I can say to you.
Yes, it is.
Veronica had the sleep. Veronica covered the breathing exercise.
Yes.
But physical activity wise, simplest thing is to having some steps, walking, just even it's in your apartment or whatever, and drinking some water.
Yes, I drink
a large amount of water to flush the things. And then you are eating the plants that you're growing in your tower garden.
Yes.
So healthy snacks.
Yeah.
Find out, take the inventory of your fridge and the storage pantry. What is unhealthy, you can let go. And when you are buying, be mindful of what you're buying. So that is it.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice. Thank you, everybody. Very good. Okay, so let's wrap it up for now. You did great. We'll continue the great conversations in our private Facebook group. I want you all to participate, if you can, to our, on our group coaching. Here it is. And the next one, we'll do it on live. Actually, Shazad reminded me of that. He always does his meetings live on Facebook. That way we can capture other people, help more people, impact more people. So I'll set it up like that for next time. Hopefully technology, live workplace. Yeah, the technology should comply. And I'm so proud of all of you for starting this year with lots of power and heart and joy, and conviction. So keep it up. Let's have a great first month of the year. Let's set the tone for an amazing year. And then next month is the love month with Valentine. We'll love even more and spread.
Love myself.
Thank you, Elena.
Thank you,
everybody.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Have a great
Happy
month.
New Year.
All the best.
Good
Elena.
See you next week.
Thank you so much, Elena.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elena.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.